For centuries, humanity has looked up at the night sky and asked a question that refuses to disappear. Are we alone? Not in distant galaxies, not around unknown stars, but here, within our own solar system. Because hidden in the outer darkness, orbiting the giant Jupiter, there is a world that may already hold the answer. A frozen moon called Europa. At first glance, Europa appears lifeless. A pale sphere covered in fractured ice. Endless cracks stretch across its surface like scars frozen in time. The temperature plunges to nearly -160 degrees Celsius. Radiation from Jupiter constantly bombards the moon, making the surface one of the most hostile environments in the solar system. Nothing about it seems alive. And yet, everything about it suggests the opposite. Because beneath that frozen shell lies something extraordinary. A vast, global ocean of liquid water. Hidden under kilometers of ice, completely sealed from the surface, this ocean may be deeper than any ocean on Earth. Some scientists believe it contains more water than all of Earth's oceans combined. An entire ocean world, concealed in darkness. The question is no longer whether water exists there. The question is what might be living inside it. At this distance from the sun, liquid water should not exist. Europa receives only a fraction of the sunlight that warms Earth. By all logic, its ocean should be frozen solid. But Europa is not heated by the sun. It is heated from within. As it orbits Jupiter, the moon is constantly stretched and squeezed by the planet's immense gravity. This process, known as tidal heating, generates friction deep inside the moon, producing enough heat to keep the hidden ocean from freezing. It is a slow, relentless source of energy. Invisible, but powerful. And where there is heat and where there is water, there is possibility. On Earth, life thrives in places once thought impossible. In the deepest parts of our oceans, far beyond the reach of sunlight, entire ecosystems survive around hydrothermal vents, feeding not on light, but on chemical energy released from the planet itself. If life can exist there, then Europa may not be a frozen wasteland. It may be a living world. For decades, this idea remained a hypothesis, a possibility that could not be tested. Until now. Because NASA has launched a mission unlike any before it, the Europa Clipper. A spacecraft designed to investigate this hidden ocean, without ever landing. Instead, it will orbit Jupiter and perform dozens of close flybys of Europa, scanning its surface, measuring its ice shell, and searching for something extraordinary. Evidence that the ocean below is not completely sealed. Because scientists believe that, in certain regions, Europa may be erupting. Gigantic plumes of water vapor, geysers powerful enough to blast material from the hidden ocean into space. If that is true, it changes everything. Because it means we may not need to drill through kilometers of ice to reach Europa's ocean. The moon itself could be sending samples to us. And if those samples contain organic molecules, or chemical signatures of life, then humanity may be on the verge of answering its oldest question. But here's something even more astonishing. Some models suggest that Europa's ocean could be twice as deep as Earth's oceans. A dark, pressurized world that has existed untouched for billions of years. If life exists there, it may have evolved in complete darkness, following rules we have never seen before. So before we go deeper into this mission and what it might reveal, take a moment to do something simple. Like the video, subscribe to the channel and comment this curiosity below. Did you know that Europa may contain more water than all of Earth combined? Because if that hidden ocean is real, we may already be closer to discovering alien life than anyone ever imagined. The mission will not land. It will not drill through the ice. And yet, it may still touch an alien ocean. That is what makes the Europa Clipper unlike anything humanity has ever attempted. Instead of descending onto the frozen surface of Europa, the spacecraft will do something far more precise, and far more daring. It will fly through the moon itself. Not the ice. But what escapes from beneath it. For years, scientists have been studying subtle signs that Europa is not completely sealed. Observations have revealed towering plumes, massive jets of water vapor erupting from the surface, rising hundreds of kilometers into space. They are unpredictable, violent, and potentially the key to everything. Because those plumes may be carrying material directly from the hidden ocean below. If true, it means that the secrets of an alien ocean are not trapped beneath kilometers of ice. They are being thrown into space, waiting to be sampled. This is the opportunity that NASA designed Europa Clipper to capture. The spacecraft will orbit Jupiter, repeatedly crossing Europa's path in a series of high-speed flybys. Each pass will bring it dangerously close to the Moon's surface, close enough to scan, measure, and if timing allows, pass directly through one of these plumes. Imagine the moment. A spacecraft moving at thousands of kilometers per hour. A frozen world below. And ahead, an invisible column of ocean material erupting into space. For a brief instant, Europa Clipper may fly straight through it. Inside the spacecraft, a suite of highly specialized instruments will come alive. Mass spectrometers will analyze the composition of the particles. Dust analyzers will capture microscopic grains of ice. Thermal imagers will map heat patterns beneath the surface. Radar systems will attempt to peer through the ice itself, revealing hidden structures below. Each instrument is designed with a single purpose: to search for the chemical fingerprints of life. Not organisms, not creatures, but something far more fundamental. Organic molecules, salts, energy gradients, the building blocks that, on Earth, led to life. Because finding life directly is unlikely. But finding the conditions that allow life to exist, that would change everything. As the spacecraft continues its journey, it will perform dozens of these flybys, each one refining our understanding of Europa. The thickness of the ice shell, the depth of the ocean, the interaction between the surface and the hidden water below, and perhaps most importantly, whether the ocean is active. Because a static ocean is one thing, but a dynamic ocean, one that circulates, exchanges material, and interacts with the surface, is something entirely different. It is a system, and systems can support life. There is another challenge, however. Jupiter's environment is one of the most dangerous in the solar system. Its powerful magnetic field traps intense radiation, creating a zone that can damage electronics and degrade instruments over time. Europa Clipper will be forced to navigate this invisible hazard constantly. Each flyby is carefully planned to minimize exposure. Each second near Europa matters. Because the spacecraft is not just racing to collect data. It is racing against time. Yet despite all these risks, the mission represents something extraordinary. For the first time in history, humanity has built a machine capable of sampling material from an ocean that exists on another world. No landing. No drilling. Just precision, timing, and a chance. And if those plumes truly originate from the ocean below, then every particle captured by Europa Clipper carries a story billions of years in the making. A story written in darkness, hidden beneath ice, waiting to be read. If something is alive beneath the ice of Europa, it would change everything. Not just our understanding of the solar system, but our understanding of life itself. For centuries, humanity believed life required sunlight, that energy from a star was the foundation of all living systems. That idea shaped how we searched for life beyond Earth, focusing on planets orbiting at just the right distance from their stars. Europa challenges that assumption. Because its hidden ocean exists in total darkness. No sunlight reaches beneath its ice. And yet, deep below the surface, energy may still exist, not from the sun but from the moon itself. Tidal forces generated by Jupiter continuously flex Europa's interior, producing heat. This energy may drive hydrothermal activity on the ocean floor, similar to what we see in Earth's deepest oceans. On our own planet, these environments are filled with life. Microorganisms thrive around hydrothermal vents, using chemical reactions instead of sunlight to survive. Entire ecosystems exist in complete darkness, sustained only by heat and chemistry. If the same processes exist on Europa, then life there would not just be possible. It would be expected. But there is a deeper implication. If life can emerge in an environment like Europa, isolated, dark, and completely independent from sunlight, then life may not be rare in the universe. It may be everywhere. Hidden beneath ice-covered moons. Buried under frozen crusts. Existing in places we once thought were impossible. This is why the Europa Clipper matters so much. Because it is not just exploring a moon. It is testing a theory that could redefine our place in the cosmos. As the spacecraft continues its journey toward Jupiter, every kilometer brings it closer to a world that may already hold the answer to one of humanity's oldest questions. And yet, even if Europa Clipper detects organic molecules, even if it finds chemical signatures consistent with life, the mystery will not be fully solved. Because proving life exists is far more difficult than finding the ingredients for it. The mission may raise more questions than it answers. What kind of life could survive there? How complex could it be? Has it evolved for billions of years in isolation? Or is it something entirely unfamiliar, a form of biology unlike anything on Earth? These are questions that future missions may one day attempt to answer. Perhaps with landers. Perhaps with ice-penetrating probes. Or even robotic submarines designed to descend into that hidden ocean. But every future step depends on what Europa Clipper discovers first. Because this mission is the beginning. The first attempt to reach out, not to another planet but to another ocean. An ocean that has never seen the light. An ocean that may already be alive. And somewhere beneath that frozen surface, in the silent darkness, something may be moving, evolving, existing completely unaware that far above, a small spacecraft from a distant world is searching for it. Waiting. Listening. Hoping to find even the smallest sign that we are not alone. Because if life exists on Europa, then the universe is not empty. It is alive.